basketball team as well. So for some of you region football fans know that name. He is also a starter for the Lowell Red Devils. Both these teams come even with the records and even with size and depth. Both of these teams almost every time, Giovanni. Nick Anderson, our leading scorer. Kyle Blum, who's been stepping up right there, and a big three to tie this game up. Kyle Blum has definitely been that one player they needed to step up, especially off the bench, who is now getting starting minutes.
And we talk about how
Blum up top, second three tonight. How about it?
you see how much Kyle Blum loves taking that shot. If he hits that tonight consistently, it's going to be tough to stop Lake Central as they are up 9-5.
Well, this is an over. Tyler Scheit from Highland, Dorian Benford from Munster.
Kyle
Blum. 3 threes in the first quarter for Blum. 4 threes in the first quarter for the Indians. 12-5.
How about Kyle Blum to start off this game?
Hudak spins out, almost a steal by Blum. Blum does steal it for the 2, and he is fouled and will be heading to the line for 2 free throws. Kyle Blum, a junior on his Lake Central varsity young team. I like to say they are a very young team, as Blum is short on the first free throw. 4 seniors this year. 3 of them are usually starting, but Dobus, like we said, is out with that injury. Cheney is a bench player, and you've got Schiappone, who averages 12 points a game, and Davis, who is a very good sharpshooter, as Blum goes 1 for 2 on his free throws.
And we see on nights like tonight, he's only hit 1 shot so far, but
like Nick Anderson is sure familiar with that. Also is Kyle Blum, who has 4 threes in the first quarter. Cook it up, Kyle Blum. 4 threes in the first quarter for the junior. Deep 3 by Mantis. Can't answer it.
you know, it's very exciting to see.
Blum for another 3.
Oh.
5 threes. Inject the ice in his veins. It's only the first quarter, but who cares? Kyle Blum is on fire.
I saw Nick Anderson after that play yelling in Kyle Blum's face. I think he was saying, "Let's go." I mean, wow, what a start to this game for Kyle Blum.
As Blum gets the Mantis gets the finger roll too. You might want to shoot that one, Giovanni. If we're right, he has 5 threes in this quarter. If we're right.
He does.
We lost count. With a 24-16 lead. And I think you should say thanks to Kyle Blum, Giovanni.
Oh, yes. If you're just tuning in, Kyle Blum had an incredible first quarter. It might be the best quarter I've seen from a player all year here.
I don't think I've ever said inject the ice in his veins in a first quarter before, Giovanni. I mean, it was unreal. 5 threes for the kid. For Lowell, and here comes the leading scorer so far tonight. Kyle Blum will be coming in for Alex James.
Guard.
He's listed as a guard, but
I immediately noticed who he was.
Blum up top. He's going to drive inside for the 2. That's going to be a blocking foul, and Blum will be heading to the line for 2 free throws.
Looked like maybe he thought about dishing it out there.
Blum was 1 for 2 in his first trip to the line. For the Red Devils will be coming in for both teams after this free throw.
We'll see who Jack Davis checks in for.
As Blum hits his first, and it looks like it'll be Jerry Edwards, or my bad, Hunter Zazowski. Got confused there. Mantis coming in for Hudak, so you bring in a great offensive player, but you lose a great offensive player. And Blum goes 2 for 2, 3 of 4 for the night for the junior. Blum is on Mantis. 2 guys we can see next year match up against each other. Edwards, 6'7". Goes to Zach Corey, back to Mantis. Igris with the...
As it's Davis getting it to Zazowski.
Fakes him out. Can't handle 2. Blum with the offensive rebound. And interesting to see who that one was on. It looks like Edwards had grasp on the ball. It could be on number 3, Zach Corey, from behind.
I think they're called out.
The ball. 4 team foul for Lowell.
I mentioned Lake Central. I don't think they had a single foul in the first quarter.
They did not, as Blum hits the first free throw.
1:51 here to go in the first half. Lake Central, I think they have control of this game so far, but as we are down to just under a minute to go here in the first half.
Goes up. Oh, Hudak!
Woohoo! Did not expect to see that tonight.
Welcome back, everybody, to some Tuesday night basketball. Jack Thiel and Giovanni here once again. We have Lake Central up 34-29. Lowell Red Devils had some momentum going into that halftime, Giovanni, with that huge alley-oop slam by Hudak.
Remember how we said earlier, you said earlier, it's one of your favorite plays in basketball.
It is.
Anderson to Zazowski, and
ball was never possessed by anyone.
Ball is all over the place right now.
Blum gets the two in right there. Ball was everywhere, but Kyle Blum's the one who puts it up for two to make this a 44-32 game. 4 in a row. Oh, but the ice in his veins. Tie game. 4 threes in a row for the sophomore. Somebody get him some heat, Giovanni. What a game.
Him and Kyle Blum just lighting it up tonight. Nick Anderson.
Mantis. If he hits another one, Giovanni, this place is going to fall apart.
The Lowell bench might fall apart. Kyle Blum
and there's a smart foul right there by Mantis.
Schaponi.
Great pass right there. Can't roll in. Hudak's not even looking, and Blum gets the rebound for the 3-6 of the night. How about it? Kyle Blum, 6 threes for the night to make this a 48-44 game with under a minute left in this third quarter.
About great awareness by Kyle Blum. He was almost to the other side already. He's able to get that rebound and make the easy three.
As Anderson pulls it down and brings the ball up. 3, and a really bad foul right there by Lowell, as Blum will be going to the line for 3 free.
Not a very disciplined foul right there. You have to know better. Fourth quarter, just below 6 minutes to play.
Yeah, you have to know better. As Blum hits his first one. Can't hit the second one. Five-point game, 3 free throws for Blum. Made the first, missed the second, makes the third, 2 for 3, as it's a 6-point game with 5:48 alley-oop slam though. That was pretty awesome.
And I think one thing that's interesting, Mark Milisnich has, I believe it's 3 fouls right now. If he gets one more, have to imagine Coach Malaznik might take him out. And if I had to guess, it would probably be Hunter Zazowski that comes in.
Well, right there, Hudak misses the 3. Inside to Blum for 2. And the junior just continues his dominant game to make this a 9-point.
Lucky because, in my opinion, I always say this, I'm not sure if they could have beaten Munster in overtime without Justin Graziano. Because he fouled out that game, if you remember.
I do remember, actually, in the student section. Here we go, guys. Overtime basketball on this Tuesday night, non-conference basketball. What a battle test for both teams heading into conference. Under 2 minutes, a 1-point game in the first overtime here at Lake Central. Corey up top on Blum, and it looks like that could be a foul on him. And Blum is going to the line for 2 free throws.
Chance to make it a 3-point game. 1:45 to go in overtime. Kyle Blum.
3-point game. Has 3 timeouts left. That's so crucial for Lowell.
Lisnich looking to inbound it.
Can't really find anyone.
And
it's a 5-second violation. Wow. I think that timeout helped Lowell more than it helped Lake Central right there.
Coach Dave Malaznik not too happy about that one, and you can't blame him. You absolutely cannot have that at a crucial point in the game like this. Under a minute to go now.
Lowell can take the lead. Mantis, baseline, turns around, it's blocked.
No foul! What a pass! Nick Anderson!
Brings it up, and he's hit with the body of Igris, and Anderson will be going to the line for 2 free throws. To tie it, they need a 2. 30 seconds left. Lowell has 2 timeouts. Mantis, 2. Off the back rim.
And again to Jack Davis.
Davis is open, and he's fouled, and the contact. Jack Davis with the dagger lay-in, and that could be it.